In Helena in support of Obamacare, coming up what supporters and detractors say about the health care plan. Thanks so much for tuning in. It is 6 o'clock. I'm Missy O'Malley with some of your headlines for you now. President-elect Donald Trump is escalating his war on words with the outgoing spy chief. CIA Director John Brennan defended his agency on Sunday morning. On a talk show, he took up an issue with the way that Trump had characterized the intelligence community. Hours later, Trump slammed Brennan on social media. Kim Hutcherson has the story.
Donald Trump slammed outgoing CIA Director John Brennan on Twitter Sunday night, writing in part, "Oh, really? Couldn't do much worse. Just look at Syria, red line, Crimea, Ukraine, and the buildup of Russian nukes. Not good. Was this the leaker of fake news?" In response to the president-elect's tweets, the CIA told CNN late Sunday evening it had no comment. Trump reacting to statements Brennan made in an interview with Chris Wallace.
I don't think he has a full appreciation of Russian capabilities, Russians' intentions, and actions that they are undertaking in many parts of the world.
Brennan said the intelligence community was not out to get Trump.
There is no interest in undermining the president-elect and the national security team that's coming in.
Trump has forcefully criticized intelligence agencies over what he says was unfair coverage caused by leaked information from intelligence officials. Trump compared them to Nazis, a statement Brennan took exception to.
What I do find outrageous is equating an intelligence community with Nazi Germany. I do take great umbrage at that.
But Brennan insisted that the top priority is the safety of the American public.
What I think Mr. Trump has to understand is that this is more than being about him. And it's about the United States and our national security.
I'm Kim Hutcherson reporting.
Plenty to follow on that. As long as there's Twitter, we'll keep following those stories.
That's exactly right.
Switching gears to weather, Matt. Today.
It's a day. Yeah, it's Monday.
Start.
It's Monday. Temperatures once again cold to start the morning. Several areas below zero. That's not the case all the way across the board, but generally it is pretty close to that. Fairly clear skies for us, allowing these temperatures to once again be on the cold side. It feels like it's 21 below in Bozeman with a light breeze setting up. We should be into the teens and 20s by the afternoon, but we are looking at a little change in our weather pattern by the time you head into the late part of the week. We're going to talk about what that means, including the chance of rain and snow. That's all coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Matt. Looking at some news closer to home now. At the state's capital, Rotunda and Helena, more than 200 people showed their support for the Affordable Care Act and opposed cuts to current health care plans and subsidies. Supporters at yesterday's rally, our first stand, Save Healthcare rally, said that without the ACA, more than 150,000 Montanans would be in the dark when it comes to health care coverage. They say 61,000 enrolled in Medicaid will lose coverage and 10,000 Montanans will lose access to community health centers due to funding cuts. Now, on a larger scale, organizers say around 30 million people across the nation will be in uncertainty about their health care coverage.
Without the treatment that I need, I really do break down, and the whole family environment will break down with that. So it is incredibly important to remain, insured and moving the right direction.
Now, there were more than 70 rallies scheduled across the country yesterday in a response to call to action by U.S. Senators Bernie Sanders and Chuck Schumer. And Montana Senior Senator John Tester, a strong Obamacare supporter, was in Bozeman on Saturday from voters and those who use the Affordable Care Act. MTN's Lena Bleets has the story.
This is my insulin pump. If I disconnect from it for 3 days, I'd be dead.
The future of the Affordable Care Act is up in the air, and Senator Tester came to Bozeman on Saturday to hear from residents about reforms they would like to see and concerns about a potential repeal.
There are plenty of things we can improve, but we shouldn't throw the baby out with the bathwater and just repeal the whole thing without a replacement plan that increases affordability and accessibility.
For Lee Quintel, the ACA has allowed him to take his life back from alcoholism and mental illness during the past 2.5 years. Before treatment, frequent emergency room visits were the only way he could get help.
I take a lot of medications that are very expensive, and I think without that and regular therapy that I do once a week also with a therapist out in the community here, if I lost those things, I think I'd be at high risk for relapsing back into my diseases.
But many residents said they would like to see affordable deductibles, more transparency in the system, particularly with prescription drugs, and better Medicaid reimbursement rates.
And I think that's something that's important for Gallatin County to realize in the state of Montana to help us with funding for Medicaid. Primarily all of our clients here, well, 60% of our clients are Medicaid clients. And we need that funding in order to continue to provide the services for clients.
While Senator Tester voiced his support for the ACA on Saturday afternoon, Senator Dane said on Thursday that the progress made towards repealing it is great for both Montanans and Americans. In Bozeman, Lena Bleets, MTN News.
Now, Lena tells us that other people that spoke included veterans, eating disorder specialists, and other doctors as well. And a woman who grew up in Shepherd, Montana, is now a part of a cast of a Norwegian reality TV show. Kelsey Iverson walked with the Sons of Norway on the show that shows Americans with their Norwegian heritage. Iverson compared the show to a toned-down, more family-oriented version of The Amazing Race. It's an adventure race across Norway, and in the first show, she's already learned a little something about her ancestors.
My great-great-grandfather, I learned when he came over. I learned his family story. I got a letter from when he was 8 years old of how he was at 8 years old and who he was at 8 years old as the youngest of the family. Super adventurous little spirit, and he was the first one to come over to the U.S. and settle over here. So it was amazing.
Now, the show called Alt for Norge premiered on Friday. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. Right now, time to check in with Chet down at the Gallatin Valley Mall with the Montana N-Track. We've got a bunch of trained fellows and ladies. They're early this morning setting things up. Chet, how are things going? I know you're having a great time.
We are having a blast down here, Missy. Again, we are live at the Gallatin Valley Mall. I wanted to show you the scale. We talked about this. What you're looking at is the cat on a hot tin roof, but I wanted to show you how little that cat is right there. This is phenomenal detail. This diorama that we're standing here features a bunch of disasters. Each one of them has a different story to tell, mostly out of the minds of the people who have created it. This is an N scale. You can see the N scale train rolling right now, but they do come a different scale. Look at the difference here between N scale and O scale there. The same setup. You can see the noticeable difference in size. N scale, much nicer to work with in here, and that's what's going on at the Gallatin Valley Mall. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to talk to some of the organizers of this organization, how this all came about, and as much fun as it looks like it is, and really it is fun, there's a good lesson that comes along with all of this as well. We're going to talk about all of that, again, live at the Gallatin Valley Mall with the Montana N-Track Club. Chet Lehman, back to you, Missy.
Of course, there's a lesson that comes with it.
He's going to make it a teaching moment.
He's going to make it a teaching moment for all of us. This is a straight out of Reading Rainbow. I love it so much. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Coming up in a few moments, it's time to check in with our personal trainer, Leah, from the Ridge Athletic Clubs, where she's going to be helping us stay on track, or maybe helping us get back on track for our New Year's resolutions. And a dating website specific to Donald Trump supporters launches in California. How the dating site is being received. We have that story for you in just a few minutes. But first, Matt, we had a beautiful weekend. How's the start for this holiday kicking off?
A lot of sunshine, but chilly temperatures. It will warm up. We'll talk about how warm coming up in a few minutes.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with meteorologist Matt Elwell.
Good morning, current time 6:11. We've made it to Monday. It's a chilly start to the day. We still have some weather concerns with that high pressure that's in place. An air quality alert in effect through 9 a.m. That's for sensitive groups. You may have some particulates in the air that could bother your breathing. Certainly this will begin to correct itself a little bit, but they'll reassess this starting again at 9 a.m. today. We'll see if they reissue that. It should be interesting to watch this start to fall apart. The problem is that cold air that's in place. It just is something that's going to trap that. We've got the inversions in place, and that makes it really hard to stir up the air, and especially with the wind speeds not all that strong. Stronger wind in Bozeman, about 8 miles an hour, makes it feel like 21 below for the early part of the morning. For Butte, we're sitting at 12 below. And wind sitting at 6 miles an hour makes it feel like it's 26 below zero to the skin. So keep that in mind as you're heading out this morning as well. Most area temperatures in southwest Montana are sub-zero. Dillon and Livingston, a couple of exceptions to that rule, and then the wind speeds certainly make it feel a little chilly. The good news is the wind isn't going to be overly strong for most of the day, but it is still going to be cold, and it'll be a slow progression to get those temperatures back up into the teens and low 20s. That's where I think it'll end up by the afternoon. Interesting watching all this moisture flow in here, because it's going to take a while before it actually settles across Montana. Several systems working their way back through here, but this high pressure system is just controlling all of the western space across Montana, parts of Idaho, Wyoming, and back into parts of Colorado for the next several days. So it'll take a little while before we get the moisture actually back into place. So cold start today. It will slowly warm up with plenty of sunshine. Once again, with the clear skies at night, the temperatures really dropping as that heat from the day escapes off into the atmosphere, and that's what we're going to have to deal with for the next couple of evenings. But with that southerly wind, I do expect these temperatures to creep back up above the freezing mark over the next several days. Here's our 7-day forecast. Look at this. We'll be right at the freezing mark as you head into your Tuesday, Wednesday above that. Thursday, a rain-snow mix possible. I expect that rain-snow level to drop pretty dramatically as we head over the next few, or at least go through most of the area. As you head into your Thursday, by Friday we begin to clear back out, and then we'll start to cool things down once again. That wraps it up from the Weather Center. For now, we'll send it over to Missy for today's Healthy Living.
Good morning. So glad to have you with us. It is your Healthy Living segment brought to you by the Ridge Athletic Clubs. Leah, our personal trainer, is here at this resolution time of year talking about goals. It's on everyone's mind. But let's get realistic.
I couldn't agree more, Missy. So I think one of the best acronyms out there for this whole goal setting process is to use this SMART goal system. A lot of my clients have had great success with it, regardless if I'm making it very clear like this or just kind of trying to encourage them to go this way. But let's go through this SMART goal setup. First of all, we'd like to make the goal specific. For example, Leah, I want to lose weight. Okay, I would ask them how much weight, by when. Okay, so it needs to be specific. Okay, measurable. How are we going to weigh in? Once a week, at home? Are you going to shoot me a little picture with a text? So somehow we need to keep track. Okay, measurable.
That's good, yeah.
Actionable. Is it doable? Do you have the whereabouts, the means to actually do the exercise? Okay, realistic. You say you want to exercise for 90 minutes a day, but is that really going to happen? You have 3 kids and a job. Okay, so making sure it's realistic. And then timeline, back to the kind of specific aspect of the goal setting. You need like an end goal, like in July we've got a wedding. I wanna really look good. I've got to be in such and such a dress or suit. Okay, let's give it a time so that we can work the goal back and figure out what you need to do incrementally.
I do appreciate working backwards. Deadlines are crucial for me. It's paramount in order for me to get something done. So this is actually really helpful to see, because we can be really vague and say, oh, I want to be healthier in 2017. What does that mean?
Yeah, I gotta make it smart.
Yeah, gotta make it smart. Leah, our personal trainer from the Ridge Athletic Club, is getting us in shape and helping us out with these realistic New Year goals. Leah, thank you.
You're welcome,
More
Missy.
with her next time right here on Montana This Morning. Stay tuned.